Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny. This is Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Appreciate you being here. Always thoughtful of you to show up. I tell you what, tonight we got something special. We have got some outer skirt steaks. Now, if you've seen my other fajita videos, you've heard me say the best skirt steaks are the outer skirts. The inner ones are the one we see 99.9% of the time. Matador Prime Steaks sent these over here. They're the outer skirt. They're the most flavorful. They're the most tender. That's what we're cooking up for you tonight, so stick around. I'm going to get started taking care of these fajitas that we have tonight, our skirt steaks. And I've given y'all the history again, and y'all can always look it up. But fajitas, we didn't call these fajitas when we were kids. They were just carne asada. And fajitas was coined maybe late 70s, 1980, somewhere around in there. That's about when it was. But this is what the outer skirt looks like. And I'm going to tell you this. If you have never seen an outer, see how it's much more narrow than those, than our inside skirts. That's why fajita, what a fajita is a little belt, okay? Faja is belt, fajita would be a little belt. So these truly did look like a belt. When you look at the inside skirts today, you really don't see that. And again, we got these steaks from Matador Prime Steaks up there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Matt sent these over to us. A little bit of fat that we could, if we wanted to, we could come in here and trim these just a little bit. But I tell you what, this is not a real hard fat. It's not a tough fat. Most of this is going to render anyways. And remember, fat is flavor. You just got to watch what kind of fat you have. Because some of that fat on the brisket's real hard and tough, and it does. I don't even use it in sausage, but just kind of watch what you're doing. But if you'll look, there's not much cleaning up to these. They're nothing like the inside skirts that we get, at the grocery store all the time. And I have I told y'all a while ago, I have my homemade Fajita Seasoning, and I'm just going to coat these nicely. And I'm actually cooking up some chicken breasts for the wife also tonight, so we're going to have those on the grill along with these. Those take a little bit longer to cook than these. These take about, 3 or 4 minutes. They're pretty thin. I mean, they're 1/2 inch thick. You go to the thicker end, they'll get a little bit bigger, but pretty thin cut of meat. They're a tough cut of meat, but the outer ones are much, I mean, I can't tell you the difference in them. It's night and day difference between the outer and the inner is what we're used to getting all the time. So those are done. Move my cutting board out of the way. And I have my marinade mixed up here, and I'm not going to put it all in there. I'm going to just stir it around. I don't have a spoon handy, so I'm just going to spin it a little bit. I'm going to pour about half of this on there. I'm going to put the recipe for this marinade down below so that y'all can find it. Come in here, and y'all know I just quartered our peppers a while ago. That's all I did. And I'm just going to roast these on here. And I just want to get a little blackening on them, get them to char up a little bit. And then we'll get those off, and we'll get our skirt steaks on. But just a little bit different way to show you all a little different technique, and just let that temperature come up, let them continue to soften, continue to char. But you can see how they're blistering up real well. My peppers are starting to blister up. See those right there? Look at that. That's what I like to see. See if we can see them in this one right here. Bring them in close where you can see oh, don't drop it, whatever I do. See if I can get it to focus. There it is. But that's some of the nice char. I'm going to turn it over. I got my vegetables off, and if you'll look, they've got a nice char on them, and I'm going to leave that on them. I'm just going to cut these up thin. They're soft, what we call crisp tender. Cut them kind of thin. Now, on one of these, I'm going to show you in a second. If the skin falls off, that's fine. Don't worry about it. This one got a little bit too black. All I'm going to do is come in here and just scrape some of that off. Now, if you wanted to peel the whole skin off, you could and just do it like a roasted pepper. I really didn't want to take them quite that far tonight. So we're leaving that skin on, and we're going to have some pretty peppers on here, sliced thinly. Peppers are ready. Gonna keep them warm. Let's go back over and get those outer skirt steaks on the grill. Back over at the pit. Let's open it up. Now, we got our skirt steaks back here. Fixing to get those on our grill. If you will look, we've cut them in half, if you remember. So we'd be able to get them on here a little bit better, but they are thin. They're not gonna take long to cook. Hot as that grill is, I'm thinking maybe 3 minutes. There's that one. That's one. Our fajitas are on, but they are looking pretty. Look at that. It's already starting to get some nice grill marks on them. Let's kind of take a peek. Those are looking pretty good. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Close it up for a second. Let's open this back up again. And I think these are ready to turn. I'm going to take my fajita and flip that over. There you go. That way y'all can see a little bit. That's pretty. And again, about 3 minutes on this side. And those are going to be ready to go. Let me give y'all a close-up. I got my thermopin. Let's see how hot these are. Them back ones are the ones I really want to check. They're the thickest ones. See if you look 120. That's 129. It's getting real close. Batteries must be getting low on my thermopin. Turns off on me now and then. Those little ones up front are ready to come off. Take these front two off. They are ready. They are looking pretty. I bet you they taste wonderful. Those are off. I'm gonna take this one and flip it over. Boy, that's nice and thick. That's gonna be juicy and it is gonna taste wonderful. We got everything off the grill. Those first two have been resting for a while. Second two still need to rest a little bit longer. But let's look at this one right here. That is a pretty piece of fajita. Grab my knife. And remember, when you cut fajitas, everybody, you assume the grain's running a long ways with it. They're not. They're running up and down. So you cut off about as big as you want for your tortilla. Then you can slice them sideways. So I'm going to turn this one sideways. And if you'll look, man, I tell you what, this is a great cooked fajita. It's nice and pink in the middle. It is moist, and I can tell you just by cutting it, these things are tender. These Matadors are going to be fantastic. Let's give a piece of this a try. That's beautiful, man. Let me tell you, folks. That is great fajitas. That skirt steak is tender, it's flavorful, it's moist. I just can't say enough about it. It is tremendous. That marinade we put it in, even though it wasn't very long, it brought in those flavors well. The fajita seasoning, I'm going to give you those recipes down below. Of course, I'm going to give you a link for Matador prime steaks down below because these are fantastic outer skirt steaks. It's about time for us to start making up some tacos. Let me show you how we're going to do it. We're going to make up this taco real quick. I'm going to take some refried beans. Wife's put a little cheddar on top of them just to decorate them up a little bit. But I'm going to take those. And then I'm going to take a couple of strips of these roasted bell peppers. Let's put a couple of red ones in there. A couple of our orange ones. Some roasted onion. Guacamole. And I tell you what I did. I just ran down to H-E-B tonight. I got their guacamole, their pico, some roasted salsa they had. I do have all those on a video. If y'all want to see those, I'll put a link below so y'all can see how to make them. But we are going to drop some fajitas right in on top of that, of these skirt steaks from Matador Prime Meats. That's lovely. Some of our roasted salts on top. And I did get the hot version tonight. So that's a beautiful taco. Let's see how this thing tastes. I bet you it's going to taste wonderful. I'll tell you what. Clean bite through. You know, a lot of times you have a fajita, even if you've cooked them right and you've sliced them thin, you still got to get a little tug, a little pull to get that out of there. Well, there you have it. Fantastic skirt steaks from Matador Prime Steaks. Fantastic night. Tasty good. I hope you enjoyed these fajitas I cooked up. And I tell you what, fix yours how you like them. There's no exact way how to have a fajita. Some people don't like beans with theirs. I like some nice refried beans in mine. And put that along with some fantastic beef. Get those roasted peppers and onions in there to go with it. That adds a nice dimension of flavor that a lot of times you don't have. Is you get that little bit of char in there with it on your vegetables. Pico de gallo, roasted salsa. We got a lot of roasting going on tonight. Plus everything cooked up fantastic on that Lion Grill. But a great meal. And the meat was provided again by Matador Prime Steaks. Can't say enough about the quality of this, the ease of shipping of getting those down here. And I tell you what, it is a fantastic cut of meat. So give these a try. Give Matador Prime Steaks a try. Remember this, if you put TX Barbecue 10 on your first order, they're going to give you 10% off for that. So go over there, show Matt and them some love. Give a try some of their meat. Thanks for stopping by Texas Style Cuisine. Always appreciate it. Remember to check out all my links below. Share us on your social media, and we're going to see you down the road on Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.